This is what most people think healthy eating looks like. Maybe you've tried it. You ate clean all week, felt hungry and hangry, started to fear pasta, potatoes, and never looked into the direction of bread. And then you need to eat only steamed and boiled superfoods like quinoa, chia seeds, and don't you dare to look into the direction of dessert, you weak soul. In my opinion, that's just some food harassment developed by social media and its influencers with their perfect morning bowls in paradise settings. When someone tells you that they solved healthy eating, run away. Hey. Because there is no special meal plan, secret technique, special grocery list that's only known to selected few, or magical food that symbolizes health. The reality of eating healthy is so simple, it's kind of a bit embarrassing to reveal because you already know it. But let's discuss how our bodies work first. So stick with me here just for a second. On a biological level, our bodies are high performance engines. Our body needs energy to perform all the bodily functions from regulating your temperature, making your heart beat, lungs expand, to, I don't know, scratching your head, moving your arms, lifting your cup of coffee, moving the legs. The energy is provided by calories, which is the fuel for your body. And calories is what food is made of. Now, of course, saying that food is made of calories is a very simplistic way of putting it. When you take a whole food, like an egg, it's not made of some, invisible calories. It's a solid thing and made of macro and micronutrients. Um, Actually, all foods are made of nutrients in different proportions. The macronutrients are the ones that our bodies need in large quantities, and there are only three of them: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Each of them provides a specific amount of energy represented in calories. Carbs and proteins have 4 calories per gram, and fats 9 calories per gram. And if you know what macros are broken down to, it's this: carbohydrates into simple sugars, mainly glucose, fructose, galactose; proteins into amino acids; fats into fatty acids and monoglycerides. So when those small molecules are absorbed from your digestive tract into your bloodstream or lymph system for fats, the bloodstream transports these molecules to cells throughout the whole body. Within the cells, primarily in mitochondria, these molecules are once more broken down into a series of chemical reactions, for which we actually need oxygen. When that happens, ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is released, which acts as a, so to speak, energy currency in our bodies, which our cells use to power literally every single thing, every single process that happens in our bodies. Sorry for deviating, but I really wanted you to understand clearly how food is converted into energy. Now you know, and you know that the body needs to consume macronutrients for that. Now, depending on the person's age, activity level, goals, the proportions of those macros are going to be different. But universally, it's accepted that the daily norms of carbs, proteins, and fats for a person per day are going to look like this. But that's kind of vague, isn't it? So, how about we look deeper into why there is so much wiggle room? Sedentary adults need a little bit less quick energy. That is why carbs can be reduced to between 45-50%, while proteins and fats remain on middle range. Active adults and athletes need more energy, so it will be somewhere on the higher end, something like 55-65%, At least often needs 60 or 70% to fuel muscles and replenish glycogen. In terms of fats, at least want to keep them lower, 15 to 20% to prioritize carbs. Older adults should prioritize protein 20 to 30% per day to prevent age-related muscle loss, which is called sarcopenia. And children and teenagers should be focusing on higher fat intake, somewhere between 25-35% for brain development. For someone who aims to lose weight, the proportions will look something like that, where proteins are prioritized to preserve muscles and strengthen the immune system while losing weight. So depending on who you are and what you do, the proportions of macronutrients that you need per day will be a little bit different. So now you are looking at a balanced plate and it gives your body all the nutrients it needs to be strong, healthy, energized, and functioning well. Keeping macros in balance guarantees that your organs, skin, hair, other tissues are repaired, brain functions well, hormones are produced and regulated, and immune system is strong, intact, and the hunger, which is very important, is under control. When you have a significant disbalance of one or another macronutrient, the body doesn't get the nutrient it needs to power, to fuel all those functions that I just mentioned. And it creates a domino effect. Lack of protein will cause muscle loss, weakening of immune system, poor bone health, hair loss, skin issues. Insufficient carbs will cause fatigue, mental fogginess as brain heavily relies on glucose, maybe some digestion issues such as constipation due to low fiber, sometimes headaches and nausea when the body starts burning fat for fuel instead of ketosis, instead of using carbs. Fat deficiency will bring on hormonal disbalances, affect menstrual cycles, lower testosterone levels, can create vitamin A, D, E, K deficiency, as those really need fat for absorption. Also problems with brain function, memory, cognition, and cause different types of chronic inflammations. So now I return to the big question: what does eating healthy really mean? It is embarrassingly simple. Eat balanced. Just provide your body with all the macronutrients and micronutrients to cover its needs and make sure the source is high quality. Quality means choosing lean and complete proteins, unsaturated fats, complex carbs, high fiber products. Try to reduce saturated fats, added sugar, salt, and try to entirely remove trans fats. Trans fats are the ones that are packed into all the commercial bakery, frozen, packed, ready to eat, pre-made meals, fast food, and stuff like that. Here are the examples of my own plates with balanced macros. I will also continue sharing my balanced meals and discuss how I implement eating healthy while enjoying desserts and favorite foods in this channel. So if it is something that you can benefit from, do not forget to subscribe to not miss my next videos. If you're not ready to measure your foods, calculate the percentages of each macros on your plate, you can use different visual methods and start with a simplified version such as a plate method. This means that half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 of your plate should take lean protein, and another half a quarter should be for complex quality carbohydrates. And of course you need like a small, people say thumb amount of unsaturated healthy fats. To achieve the best results for your health and well-being, vary each of these elements on your plate. Diversify your proteins, change carbs, and make sure that your vegetables have all the different colors, colors of the rainbow. I understand that it can be quite difficult, challenging, maybe even annoying, and frankly boring trying to find the superfoods or a perfect product for every single meal. So the easiest and most functional strategy here is to vary your products as much as you can, getting different nutrients, different vitamins from each foods, and see what every different product can offer. So as you can see, it is not about limiting yourself and focusing on one amazing product that can fix anything and all your problems or following like a special protocol. It's about adding more quality products, more diversity, varying those products every day, keeping your macros in balance according to your body needs. And now I'm turning to you. Look at your last meal and ask yourself, did I have all the macros? Were the vegetables taking half of the plate? Where did most of the fats come from? And most importantly, do not judge your answers. Just notice them and start small. Tomorrow, pick just one meal and try this. Fill half of your plate with any vegetables that you want. Add a palm-sized portion of protein, or at least acknowledge how much protein you have on your plate. And keep in mind that every single product contains different macro and micronutrients, which means that, for example, 100 grams of chicken doesn't bring you 100 grams of protein. Include a fist-sized portion of carbs, and do not forget to sprinkle just a little bit of unsaturated fats or a thumb size of fats. Yes, it is not as precise as tracking your foods in the app, but it is so much better than just guesswork, and I think it's just a great first step to better health. So take a photo, compare it to what you usually eat, and that's gonna be your first step to understanding what balanced eating can look like for you. Creating a balanced plate is so much easier when you know what exactly you need to buy when you do your grocery shopping. So I created a list for myself with the high quality products, all categorized by fats and carbs and proteins. So every time I go shopping, I'm just ticking off the item that I need, which frankly makes the whole shopping process so much easier, and entirely removes the desire to just buy random stuff that your eyes fall onto. So if you want that list, you can get it for free with other helpful materials surrounding nutrition and sport and health. It is a space for like-minded people who aim to improve their health, nutrition, fitness, under the guidance of experts and also with support of other health and wellness enthusiasts. The link to join is in description, and I will be talking more about health and nutrition in my next videos, so do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See you later.